Hi everyone, this is Boris. So this is the first time I'm using OBS to record my tutorial. So of course my lighting is not optimal, apologize for that, but I think you're interested in the drawing, not in me. So let me make my webcam video smaller. So today I'm going to show you how to draw Alice from Alice in Wonderland, the Disney movie. Not the live action movie, of course, the animated movie. So this is a, I mean, I've done many cartoon characters, so this is not the first one, and this won't be the last one. So just subscribe to my channel and like and share if you like this content. There will be more cartoon characters to come. Okay, so let me just first import the image that I want to draw so that you can see. So I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and I'm using a tablet, display tablet called so it's a XP Pen Artist 12. Okay, it's one of the cheapest tablets, so that's what I could afford. So now, before we go into the drawing process, so as usual, I'll just show you how I see this picture. So let me reduce the transparency. Let me take something like maybe the color red. So obviously, I always start with the head. So her head is here, and I try to find the alignment. Okay. Sorry about the noise. They said people shouldn't go out, but people are still going out. And then there's the torso area and her arms. See, you can actually really simplify it. So her her legs will be here, and her dress. So if I take that's basically what we are trying to. That's the structure of the drawing. And also, I chose this picture not because it was the best one, but because it's the it's the one where you could see her full body. And so okay, let's get to it. I'm going to grab a pencil. Okay, so let me reduce the size of it so that you can see. It's going to be difficult. Okay. Okay. So like I said, her face is here. Okay. And her neck, her shoulder is here. Her right arm goes like this, and her left arm is a little bit like lower than the right arm. Apologize for that. Now her legs must be like this, so it's just hidden by the dress, and yeah, something like that. Okay. So now we can go to the next step. You can take as much. I mean, you can approach drawing the way you want, but so let me zoom in a little bit. Actually, her head is tilted upwards. She's looking up at the. I don't remember this movie. I have to rewatch it. I haven't seen this movie I think the last time I watched it was when I was a kid. So I studied in a French school. So sometimes in French school, like they would show you movies, like in French. So of course, when you're a kid, most of the movies they show are animated movies, and so this was one of the movies we watched. And, so I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just like putting. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can. So it's a very iconic eyes. Almost like a triangle, right? But like with rounded shape. Even in cartooning, people always think about the real anatomy. Just because it's a cartoon character, doesn't mean that you can get away with sort of cheating on anatomy. Yeah, she was. I drew her sad. It's become very iconic. Like her the dress. I mean, how many girls have cosplayed as Alice? So as I'm like reproducing or trying to draw the shape, I'm well aware that the planes, like these things exist in different planes. Like one is in the foreground, one is in the background. So the usual example that I take when I teach students about like simple cartoon anatomy is that, for example, if you take your right arm is in the foreground, and her body, including her head, is in the middle ground, and then her, let's say her left arm is in the background. Hands, of course, are the most difficult things to draw. I would say even the human anatomy is difficult to draw, but once you learn it, it's really fun. So I'm just realizing that she's way more tilted than I think I want her to be, but it's okay. We are still working digital, so I'll be able to. I think it's fine. So, for example, this. I don't know how we call this part of the dress. I'm sure there's a name for it. Is on top, right? And then under that there's her blue dress. I mean, just of course I'm going to stop with the pencils, but of course you can like color. Um, So as you, I don't know if you noticed, but the sort of the right leg I think is okay, but the left leg I think I sort of miscalculated a little bit, but that's okay. I can correct that. Since I'm drawing like most of the time adults, like sometimes the proportions that I project onto the character can be, like for example, like just the leg, like I put it really thick, but you know, she's a kid. You have to be careful about that. Because it can make a character look older or younger. So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. I think it's her face. What I did was, I think I pushed all her like nose and so let me erase that. It helps to glance back and forth. So let me, now that I have that, let me hide the, just to make it a little bit cleaner. Some people, I mean, of course, like the animation, like there has to be clear lines, but I don't know if you've seen my other illustrations, but my illustrations are very like messy and sketchy. I think that starts to look more like Alice. So I need to take thinner pencil. There you go. So now let's recap. For the eyes, like I said, I used shapes like triangle and like triangle. Oh, let me reduce that. And then, like, you know, sort of round that, and you have an eye. Okay. For her face, yeah, so I sort of looked at the shape. So her face looks like this, like the outline of her face. You know, so her skull area, like her cranial mass, is here, and this is the middle of her face. So the nose is here, eyes on each side, and the mouth. We don't see, so we see her one ear. So ears in Disney movies or cartoons are really simple. It's just like C's. Like, you know, like if you put two C, for example, let's say there's a character here looking. If you put one C and then another C, you know, you get. So here, for example, if I zoom in, you see the lower part of the ear, and then like a line that goes like this too. And just with these two lines, you can tell that it's a ear. What else? I think, yeah, and then afterwards I just follow the general shapes, like the big curves for the hair and the big curves for the dress. And let me just correct something for the foot, because I don't like the way that looks. So that's yeah, that's Alice. So I'm going to be doing this for other cartoon characters. So tell me if you like this kind of approach, or if you like the version where I draw on paper, because I think this one allows me to sort of show you different things and break down the picture that I'm using as reference. So there are pros and cons. Like so when I'm drawing on paper, of course you get to see my hand moving, and sort of you see what goes on in the gestures and the movements. So yeah, tell me, comment, and if you also want to make any requests about cartoon characters that you want to see me draw, put them in the comments. As you might have noticed, like there was a viewer who asked me about how to draw dinosaurs and how to draw asterisks, so I've done videos on that. So I read the comments, don't worry. So thank you for watching, and if you like this content, please subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time, this is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.